Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're making Lechon Kawali. For this dish we need a 2-pound skin-on slab of pork belly, and skin-on is very important. We're going to pop this into a large pot or Dutch oven on the stove over medium-high heat, and we're going to add enough water to submerge this completely. This is a dish that I've been dying to try to make, so that's what we are doing today. Now to this, we're going to add 4 bay leaves, 10 peeled cloves of garlic, a half cup of soy sauce, and a tablespoon of whole peppercorns. We're going to bring this up to a boil, skimming off any scum that rises to the top. Then we're going to lower this to a simmer, cover this with a lid, and let this simmer for 1 hour. After an hour, we can pull it out, discard the liquid, and put this on a cooling rack over a baking sheet. And we're going to take a fork and pierce the entire surface of this. This is going to help that oil get underneath. Then we're going to brush this with a tablespoon of vinegar, just all over the surface of the skin part. And then with a tablespoon of salt, we're going to salt the meat side, but we're really going to concentrate on the skin side. This is going to help pull out any excess moisture, because we're going to let this sit uncovered in the fridge overnight to really dry out so we can get the crispiest skin possible. So make sure there's enough room in your fridge so it doesn't touch anything else. And I put this whole baking sheet in to my fridge to let this dry overnight. Now it's the next morning, we can pull this out and brush off any excess salt and bring this up to room temperature. While that's coming up to room temperature, we're going to make a dipping sauce. Now I am using palm vinegar, and we need a half cup of this. If you can't find palm vinegar, just use apple cider vinegar or regular vinegar, but add a teaspoon of sugar. So to our vinegar, we're going to add in a tablespoon of soy sauce and a tablespoon of yuzu juice. If you can't find yuzu, substitute that with lemon. It's not exact, but it's close enough. Now, with some gloves on, because Thai bird-eye chilies are super spicy, we're going to chop up 2 bird-eye chilies into a nice small little mince. We're going to smash and finely mince up 2 cloves of garlic as well. Catching our runaway shallot. And we are going to finely dice up 1 small shallot. And we're going to add this to the soy sauce and vinegar mixture, along with a half teaspoon of kosher salt and a half teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper. Now over on the stove, you want to bring up 3 inches of a neutral oil to 350 degrees. And I'm working harder, not smarter. I should have removed that ring, which I will do in 1 second. So we're going to pop in our pork belly carefully and start ladling over the hot oil. Let's take a second for some beautiful ASMR. We're going to continue to baste until the skin is puffed up and becomes golden brown. And it sounds like this. We're going to let this cool a little bit before going in with a bread knife, because this is very crispy, to slice this into large chunks. Let's see what we're working with here. Perfect. So I'm going to continue to slice. It's all hot, so I'm going to grab my tongs until we get nice large chunks of pork belly. Now I've just plated this with some white rice and our dipping sauce. And now we can go ahead and give this a taste, and I'm very excited. The skin is so crispy, so crunchy, and so delicious. The pork itself is still tender and very juicy. The dipping sauce cuts through the fattiness of this because of the acidity of the vinegar. You get a little saltiness from the soy sauce, the heat running through from the bird-eye chilies, and that lovely little bite of shallot and garlic. Now, I would not eat this every day because that wouldn't be healthy, but this is indulgent and absolutely delicious. But there it is, Lechon Kawali. I hope you all try to make this in your home, because it is super easy. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I really do appreciate every single one of you. If you like this video, give it a like. If you loved it, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell if you haven't already, because I put out new videos every Thursday. Thank you so much again, and until next time, happy cooking.